a few of the producers' wives asked me if I would like to play tennis at the Beverly Hills Hotel. And if you're a woman, you play tennis at the Beverly Hills Hotel, there is a dress code. You must wear a skirt. Oh my goodness, people. I was chapped. But from my room to the tennis courts, I had to start walking like John Wayne, you know what I mean? It was like, and thank the Lord they had baby powder, because I had to chalk up, baby, chalked up. Then she said, "Love, love," and I went, "I'm married." And she served the ball, and when I hit it, a cloud of dust. It looked like my crotch was doing cocaine, okay?
And let me tell you something, Lindsay. In the back seat of that four-door Pontiac, in the doors, were ashtrays. Yes, people used to smoke, Lindsay. And in those ashtrays were lighters. Every kid got their own lighter. Do you remember? Sounds crazy nowadays, doesn't it? Because now it's all about protect the children, save the children, strap them down, lock them down, laminate them to the back seat. We got our own lighter. She thinks I'm lying. Okay, Lindsay, you know that little round receptacle that you plug your stupid cell phone into? Yeah, so you can text your little girlfriends while you're driving to work. Yeah, important stuff, honey. I know it's important. You know, important stuff like, what you doing? Oh, I'm not doing nothing. What you doing? Oh, heck, I'm killing a family of 4. That's what I'm doing. Well, Lindsay, in our day, in that little round receptacle, there used to be a lighter. And it was about that tall. And when you pushed it in, about 30 seconds later, it popped out cherry red. Didn't it? Woo! It had some heat, baby. And when you went on family vacation, especially with older brothers, you played a little road game called rodeo. Because whoever fell asleep first, it was Brandon time. You think I'm lying, don't you? I tell you what, I'll prove it to you. This coming summer, if you see somebody over 50, 55 years old, and they got a short sleeve shirt on, I want you to look right here. Now, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to see a little round scar. Now, you ask that person, what happened to you? And they're going to say something crazy like, oh, that's a smallpox injection. Don't you believe them, Lindsay? That was a mean brother vacation 1972, amen? I tell you what, it's so great being here at the Bijou Theater. It is so nice. Last night, I was in Louisville, Kentucky, at a bar. Yeah, they were drunk. And I said, are you drinking? And they said, yes. And I said, just drink till I'm pretty. And a guy in the front row stood up and said, I should have started in July. And I think it was you, mister. Well, how you doing, Skeeter? the show. Big Friday night out. Taking your girl out on the town. Said, honey, get ready. I'm wearing my camouflage hat tonight. Did you ever have a mirror in your house? Woo, we got some big hair going on back here. My goodness. Skeeter, that's like an 8-point buck over there, ain't it? Bleach convention in Knoxville? Because there is a lot of blonde women in here. Well, I have very exciting news. I won Best Dressed in Kentucky today. There's some ugly women in Kentucky now. Tell you something, girls, you weigh 300 pounds in Kentucky, you are cheerleader material, all right? Do we have any people from Kentucky? Oh, good, because I'm going to need a ride home after the show.
Barbie, do you have cellulite? Cellulite. You don't even know what it is, do you? Looks like hail damage on a car. Look at some of the guys in here. Yeah, my woman's got hail damage. Man, looks like she's been through 2 tornadoes. That's what it looks like. In here have cellulite. Applaud if you have cellulite. Oh, more than that, girls. Look around this room. We drop our panties, half of us look like we slept on a waffle iron. Don't tell me. It is golf ball butt tonight in here. Tiger Woods beat this room with a 9-iron. Men hate cellulite. My husband's like, dang it, woman. Put your clothes on. I am trying to eat breakfast. You got so much cottage cheese on those thighs, I've become lactose intolerant. Oh yeah? Well, you drink so much beer, I got a yeast infection, okay?
There are several revelations within a marriage. I think for you single women, the biggest revelation is, are you even ready for the commitment of marriage? Because let me tell you, single girls, it's different being married to a man than it is dating him. Amen? Amen. Amen. Girls, you're in luck. I've created a recipe you can cook up to see if you are ready for the commitment of marriage. Go to the grocery store. Buy yourself a 5-pound block of blue cheese. Take that home. Put it in a black garbage bag. Tie it up. Put it on your back porch, direct sunlight for about a week. No, stay with me. On the Sunday of that week, ladies, grab your Sunday newspaper, grab that black bag, put it in the bathroom, open the bag, shut the door. Now let that simmer about an hour. Now, girls, if you could walk in there without an artificial breathing device, by golly, you're ready to get married. Am I right? I mean, a man's bathroom issues comes with a whole bunch of shuns. Asphyxiation, evacuation, and fumigation. I don't know what happens in a man's body. A man can take a simple lasagna dinner, turn it into nuclear waste. I don't have any nose hairs left. I haven't had to shave my legs in the last 10 years.
I live in Lexington, Kentucky. We got a drive-through Krispy Kreme. Yes, but I don't even have to use my Fitbit steps to get my sugar and grease. Let me tell you something. I'll cut across 4 lanes of traffic, take out a school bus, that hot donut sign come on. I will do a U-turn in front of a cop, but once he realizes where I'm headed,
And ladies, if you ever find yourself at a Krispy Kreme, especially if it's a Sunday after church, and you're by yourself, you go to that Krispy Kreme and you get 2 boxes, 2 dozen hot, fresh glazed donuts. And as you drive off to your waiting family, and those 2 boxes of hot glazed donuts are sitting in a passenger seat with the seatbelt on. Safety first. It's gonna happen. It always happens. That box starts talking to you. Little donut will stick his head out. I love you. Eat me. And as you pull into your driveway and you look down and you realize you've eaten an entire box of hot Krispy Kreme donuts and you are covered in glaze flake and you can't remember what happened. Because after the 3rd donut, like a shark, your eyes just roll back in your head. Here's my tip for the week. At that point, ladies, just eat that empty box. Yes, this serves 2 purposes. 1, you get your daily amount of dietary fiber. And 2, you hide the evidence. And as you carry that 2nd box of hot Krispy Kreme glazed donuts into your family, you say, "Here, those are for you. None for me." I have to go to bed now. I think we were tougher than the kids today, don't you? Prime example of how we grew up tougher than this next generation. Go to a playground or schoolyard. No, the equipment looks like what we grew up on, does it? Everything's rounded and bumpered and padded and beep, 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 beep. We are raising a bunch of sissies. Man, we were tough when we were kids. Yeah, what we play on? The jungle gym. Welded rusted metal with bolts sticking out of it. Little pieces of frozen tongue on the bars. Just... Come on, we all tried it. Should have named stuff what it really was on our playground. Do you remember them monkey bars? Didn't that sound fun? Monkey bars, I'm a monkey. Should have named that apparatus One More Thing the Fat Kids Can't Do. Did you have a merry-go-round on your playground? What a vicious contraption that thing was. You ever been to one pushing? And you trip? And you get sucked up under that. Should have named that mare gonna drag your butt around. Like, hey, Etta May, you want to push? No, I'll just go stick my arms in a blender. Thank you very much. Don't need to do that twice in a lifetime. My anniversary dinner, my husband actually took me to a very nice restaurant. Very fancy, ladies. And I'm not talking just a nice restaurant where you get a buzzer and wait. Oh, like I'm the only one that's ever eaten at an Applebee's. No, I'm talking a fancy restaurant, fancy French restaurant where you had to call ahead and make a reservation. Put your name in, hold your spot, kind of like tailgating. Okay? And we get to this French restaurant, and there's this real pretty girl behind a desk, a podium, and we give her name, and then she introduced us to the Matador. Now, he's the guy that takes you to your table. So as he's taking us to our table and we sit down, he goes, can I get you a glass of wine? And my husband said, glass? Heck, bring the whole box. We're going to get this party started. All right?
And then that matador acted like he smelled something bad, and he just walked off. And I said to my husband, "Did you fart?" Because I did not. This is a nice place. Tuck it in, okay? Control yourself. And then the waiter come over, and he's dressed real nice, and he's got a little white tea towel on his arm, and he's got a bottle of wine in his hand. And he says, "Hello, my name is Maurice. I will be your waiter this evening. As it is, we are all out of boxes of wine. Who knew? However, this is our finest house wine. I think you will enjoy it very much. So, monsieur, if you will, you raise your glass." And so my husband raised his glass, and the little French guy just poured just like a little swaller in his glass. And my husband went, "Fill it up." And he goes, "No, monsieur, this is French wine. You must let it breathe. Swirl the wine around the glass. See how the light dances off the colors. Now, monsieur, I want you to take a sip of the wine, but do not swallow, no. Let the wine marinate your tongue. Let it slide from side to cheek to cheek." And I look over at my little redneck husband, and he's over there going, "No, monsieur, this is Listerine. This is not. This is French wine." And I said, "Look, Pepe Le Pew, we're just trying to get our drink on. We could have had half a box done by now. That French wine can breathe in my stomach. Fill it up." Then he gives us the menus. Couldn't even read those. But then he tells us the chef special was chicken colored blue. Well, I ain't never seen that before. So we ordered the chicken colored blue. It comes. It ain't blue. It just looked like a fried chicken breast to me. Then it got weird. I cut into it. I take a bite. It's half chicken, half pig. Okay? Them Frenchies are crossbreeding animals in the back. We need to call the Humane Society or something. If I want chicken, I'll order chicken. If I want pig, I'll order pig. But I ain't eating no chick pig now. We took off out of there, stole that bottle of wine, let it breathe in the truck. We ended up about 6 blocks away at Earl's Gas and Sip, eating gas station chicken and tipping back a box of wine on the curb. And the great thing about it is, one of the pieces of chicken I bit into was blue. 16. Is she dating? Not yet. You need to wake up and smell the condoms, don't you? We got us a Jerry Springer show down here. That's what we are. Have you had the little birds and bees talk with her yet? Uh-huh. You learn anything? I wish I had a pad of paper when I talked to my daughter. I went to my daughter, I was very upfront with her. I said, "Now, honey, just be honest with me. Are you sexually active?" "No." "Ew." "I just kind of lie there." Turns out my daughter thinks playing hard to get is wearing a 3-hook bra. Of course, that confused the shit out of you, and it's getting... Yeah, snap her neck, get her bra off, wouldn't you? She wears a sports bra. Heck, you could be there all night, couldn't you? baby? What you had? He's laminated or something?
I'm very happy. My son graduates this year, and he is going to go into the military, which I'm very proud of. They'll straighten him out, won't they? Uh-huh. Yeah, they will. His whole life, he wanted to work on tanks, and that's great. I'm proud of him. I mean, I'm afraid as a mother, as any mother would be with the world situation as it is. And I'll be honest, I'm afraid to get that phone call one day from the Pentagon. It's like, hello? He did what? He totaled a tank? No, don't tell me. He hit a deer. Big sand deer, yeah. The other day, one of his high school teachers invited me to speak at Career Day. That was my reaction. She'd actually invited 4 parents to come and speak. One was a doctor and a dentist and a lawyer and then me. You remember that little song? I think it was on Sesame Street. It goes, one of these things is not like the other. Turned out to be me, people. And they'd asked us to bring something to show the kids. A visual aid is what they call it. And the doctor, he brought this giant skeleton, which was really cool. And the dentist brought this giant tooth that opened up and showed all the nerve endings. And the lawyer, he brought another lawyer to represent him. And well, heck, I'm a comic. I brought a bottle of tequila and a drunk guy named Chuck. And then it came one point they asked us to describe our average day at work. I said, my average day? I don't know, kids. I wake up maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock. Ate me some lean cuisine. Watched Dr. Phil, Oprah, Judge Judy, Joe Brown. By that time, get dressed, go to the club, be a smart aleck for an hour, drink beer, clock out. That's a pretty full day for me, kids. By the time I left that class, every kid in there wanted to become a comic. Even the doctor and the dentist wanted to become a comic. Stinking lawyer suing me for pain and suffering. Now, here in Tennessee, do you guys have that Take Your Daughter to Work Day? Yeah. That's a good program. What it is you take your daughter to work, they get out of school, they go to work with you, and then the next day they have to go to their class and give an oral report on what they learned. My daughter didn't even make it to school the next day. We were so hungover. Oh, by the time we woke up, Judge Judy was on, and we blew that day, didn't we, honey? She was all nervous. I said, don't worry, I'll write you a note. Principal likes notes from me. Let's see. Let's make it a good one. Please excuse Harlita. She can't handle her tequila. Can I tell you how to save money on the girls' clothes? Figured this out myself. Write this down. Go to them flea markets where they sell the counterfeit designer clothes. It's kind of like it, but it ain't really. This entire school year, my daughter's been wearing Tammy Hilfiger. Thank goodness she can't read. Everything's changed since we were kids. Family vacations are different, aren't they? Because when you get back, you're barely a family, and heck, it wasn't no vacation. Let's call it what it really is. Caged animals in a minivan with a bad muffler. And you know what the problem is? I think these kids, they get so much and they see so much with all this internet and all these reality TV shows that they think a vacation's got to be this great life-altering, dangerous adventure. Oh, they should scuba dive with sharks, or they need to hang glide off a mountain. Do you remember when we were kids when it was just a big deal to go to a motel with a pool? Cared about, does it have a pool, Daddy? Does it have a pool? It could be in the next town. Does it have a pool? But if you think about it, when we were kids, there was plenty of danger and adventure in our family vacations. Let me tell you something, Lindsay. Little girl, we rode in cars. Big cars. It was called a Pontiac. You remember the four-door Pontiac? Thing was a boat. We rode in cars with no seatbelt, Lindsay. Yes. And if you got out of line with your daddy, he just stomped a brake. Oh! Oh. It's like, yeah, you got to pee now, you little peckerhead? Shut up. Laying up in the back window. Laying in the back window. Waving at cops. And they would wave back. And heck, the cool ones would turn the siren on for us. Woo, woo, woo. Or you're laying up in that back window. Your daddy's doing about 90 down the interstate. All the windows are rolled down because that piece of junk Pontiac ain't got no air. And you get a trucker to blow the bighorn, baby. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Baby! Yeah! That was a vacation! Oh! And let me tell you something, Lindsay. In the back seat of that four-door Pontiac, in the doors, were ashtrays. Yes, people used to smoke, Lindsay. And in those ashtrays were lighters. Every kid got their own lighter. Do you remember? Sounds crazy nowadays, doesn't it? Because now it's all about protect the children, save the children, strap them down, lock them down, laminate them to the back seat. We got our own lighter. She thinks I'm lying. Okay, Lindsay. You know that little round receptacle that you plug your stupid cell phone into? Yeah, so you can text your little girlfriends while you're driving to work. Yeah, important stuff, honey. I know it's important. You know, important stuff like, what you doing? Oh, I'm not doing nothing. What you doing? Oh, heck, I'm killing a family of 4. That's what I'm doing. Well, Lindsay, in our day, in that little round receptacle, there used to be a lighter. And it was about that tall. And when you pushed it in, about 30 seconds later, it popped out cherry red. Didn't it? Woo! It had some heat, baby. And when you went on family vacation, especially with older brothers, you played a little road game. Called rodeo. Because whoever fell asleep first, it was Brandon time. You think I'm lying, don't you? I tell you what, I'll prove it to you. This coming summer, If you see somebody over 50, 55 years old, and they got a short sleeve shirt on, I want you to look right here. Now, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to see a little round scar. Now, you ask that person, what happened to you? And they're going to say something crazy like, oh, that's a smallpox injection. Don't you believe them, Lindsay? That was a mean brother, vacation 1972, amen? PTA don't like me none. Heavens to Betsy, you take a 12-pack of bud to a PTA meeting. Oh, they get real pissy. I figured out what PTA stands for. Permanently tied ass. That's what PTA stands for. Head of our PTA's name is Mrs. Doffinball. And the only reason she's the head of our PTA, she's raised most money in the bake sale for the last 3 years. Whoop-de-doo. She makes these little dessert squares. She calls them Doffinball family dessert squares, secret family recipe. I found out last year she puts Grand Marnier in the dessert square. Skeeter, you know what Grand Marnier is? It's booze. It's liquor. Well, heck, I didn't know you could spike this stuff. I showed her this year. I made brownies. Happy brownies, Grandma. I raised $3.5 million, people. They have to rename the school after me. Etta May High. Well, it's good to be back in the South. I've been out of the country for a while. I was in Los Angeles. It's good to be home. You know, the people out in California aren't like Southerners. They're not nice. I mean, we're nice to each other. We say hey, wave at strangers on the street. Oh, they'll wave at you. I was working on a TV show out there, and one night the producer took the whole cast to a Hollywood party, and there's lots of famous people there and stuff. And nobody was really talking to me, you know? Shut up. So I'm just standing off in the corner over by the dip and... Not dip. He's getting all excited. They's giving out free skull. Them Hollywood people know how to party, don't they? Calm down. I'm standing over by the dip. A woman started walking towards me, and apparently she's some famous actress, and I didn't know who she was, but her name's Angelina Jolie. Do you know who this woman is? Well, I didn't know who she was. And if you don't know anything about this Angelina Jolie, she got big, huge, swelled up lips. No, she got big lips now. And I was just trying to make conversation, you know? And I said, dang, woman. What the heck happened to you? You get in a bar fight or something? You allergic to bees? She said, no, I just had my lips done. Do you know what that means? Yeah, the big hairs, they know what that means, don't you? Yes, you do. She said, now I ain't making this up, back me up. She said that a doctor sucked fat out of her butt and injected it into her lips. What is the matter with LA women? She said, I wanted to have Michelle Pfeiffer lips. I said, you got Mick Jagger lips is what you got. She goes, well, I don't expect you to understand. You're from the South. I said, woman, I'm about to teach you how to pluck a chicken. I stood up for the South. You bet I did. You dang right I did. I got right back in her face. I said, yes, ma'am, I am from the South. In fact, I'm from the great state of Kentucky. And we're all better than you. I'm better than you. I've been on Jerry Springer twice and seen 3 UFOs. Yeah! I have to say I was very excited when he joined that band, the Philharmonic. Well, I'd never heard of Phil before, but hell, I like a harmonica as much as anybody, you know. We went to the concert, there wasn't one harmonica in the band. It's all like a bunch of violins and cellos and stuff. And they call them symphony concerts. And let me warn you something, especially you, Skeeter. Going to them symphony concerts ain't like going to a real concert. It's not like going to one of our concerts, okay? I mean, it's not like going to see Merle Haggard or George Jones, all right? First off, what I realized at these symphony concerts, they don't tailgate before the show. What's up with that? I had an entire keg and a grill in the back of the truck. We never touched it. Another thing, at these symphony concerts, they don't do the wave. Me and my husband tried to get that started 3 or 4 times. Like, woo, come on! Come on, girl, get up! Okay. And heaven to Betsy, you yell out a request. All I said was, hey, Play the Devil Went Down to Georgia. Woo! And then I realized, I should have brought those brownies. I don't know about you ladies, but none of them designer clothes ever fit me, especially them jeans. You know, they don't make them for real women, do they? It's just either they're too baggy in the back or I'm walking around with a camel toe or something like that, you know. You know, isn't it gross? I just cannot get them to fit right. I tell you what, I'd make $1 million if I came up with some new jeans. And I know what I'd call them. Easy Woo jeans. And this would be the commercial campaign. Easy Woo jeans. For the woman who likes to have sex, but not with her pants.
Where's my married ladies in here? Applaud the married girls, yes? Yeah. Me and my husband just celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary. Thank you. And my daughter's 15, do the math. 15 years of wedded bliss, my husband bought me a vacuum cleaner. Ain't that romantic? I feel bad, I lost my temper. It was only half the anniversary present. He got tickets to Hawaii. Pretty nice. He looked kind of funny on the beach with that vacuum cleaner sticking out his ass. I don't think anybody really noticed. A cord dragging in the sand. Made it real easy to track him on the beach, though. Eureka! Went parasailing in Hawaii. Yep. Girls, let me give you some advice. Leave your uterus at the hotel. This stuff will mess you up. Your kids will come out looking like Picasso paintings. For those of you who don't know, parasailing is a combination of 3 different sports. Water skiing, parachuting, suicide. I'm standing on the beach, this little anorexic beach Barbie. I think it was you, Dixie. She started strapping me into a harness. She starts giving me all kinds of instructions. She said, "Now, Etta May, the boat's gonna take off. And she's gonna tighten this tow rope, inflating the chute with air, lift you gracefully off the ground." That boat must have drugged me to 50, 60 yards. My butt plowed a trench 6 inches deep all the way down that beach. Migrant workers from CNH were running behind me planting sugar cane. I had so much sand up my suit, I pooped pearls for a week. Any newlyweds in here or anybody engaged to be married? Engaged to be married. You engaged, honey? When? When you get married? Get married in 2 years. You want me to tell her or she you? Sweetie, all you got was I get laid for free for 2 years straight. Uh-huh. You smart little fox, you. What's your name, honey? What? Valerie? Valerie. Oh, now you're comedy librarians. What the hell is it? Mallory. All right. Mal? What's your fiance's name? Jeremy. Mal, you love Jeremy? It'll pass. Like a bad burrito. It'll pass. Mallory, can I give you some marital advice? Yeah. You love your man, honey. You want to hold your marriage together. There's only 3 rules. Rule number 1, I don't care how much you love him, never ever try to decorate a Christmas tree with it. Am I right? Am I right? That is a homicide waiting to happen, honey. I have never made it through a Christmas tree decorating ceremony without somebody being in a headlock and the police showing up at the house. And it goes bad quick, don't it? 1 minute you're just sucking down eggnog and singing Christmas carols, and the next minute you want to shove an angel up his ass. I've been a cop 5 years in a row. Rule number 2, Mallory. I don't care how much you love your man. You want to hold your marriage together? Never ever try to back up a boat trailer with him. Am I right? More divorces have been caused from an argument that started, "You're left, you stupid son of a bitch." You hit the house again. Rule number 3, Mallory. Never expect more from your man than he's able to give you. When a man gets married, he goes retard. That is documented. From the day you get married, you're never going to get a good birthday present out of it. My husband, son of a bitch. My last birthday, he bought me the Penny of the Month Club from Fredericks of Hollywood. You know what Fredericks of Hollywood is? Yeah, it's a nasty penny store is what it is. Victoria's Secret without the secret. That's what it is. First present I opened was eatable underwear. I didn't even know they made them for women my size. Shit, we had leftovers. We're still making sandwiches. Eatable underwear don't work for every woman, dang it. Quite frankly, gentlemen, my butt switched. Within 2 minutes, these things had melted to my ass. Took me soaking 6 days in Epsom salts every single day before my butt didn't look like it ate a cherry popsicle. I
don't know about you ladies, but none of them designer clothes ever fit me, especially them jeans. You know? They don't make them for real women, do they? It's just either they're too baggy in the back or I'm walking around with a camel toe or something like that, you know? You know, isn't it gross? I just cannot get them to fit right.
I have fought my weight my entire life. Anybody ever fought their weight there? I mean, and it's hard. It's hard, and I'm 60 years old, and I'm so sick of it. And you know what? I decided I ain't gonna diet no more. I'm 60. I don't care. I've decided I ain't gonna diet anymore. Here's my new technique. I'm just gonna go get fatter friends. That's genius. That way, when I go out to party like you people, you know, it's like, well, I ain't no size 2, but at least I'm not Janice. Look at all the women sitting in groups going, oh man, I'm Janice. Oh my goodness. He ended up getting a sleep study, and that's where you go into a lab and a sleep study, and they found out that he stopped breathing 64 times in a night. Oh my goodness. And I thought to myself, I wonder what 65 would have done. But he, now he's got a, what is it? CPAP? No, that's not what that's what it's called? Really? Is that what it's called? CPAP? Okay, all right. That explains a lot of things. Because right after he got that CPAP, I was playing bunco with my girlfriends, and I got there late, and I walked in, and I said, girls, he finally did it. He got a pap smear. And dang, you know what? It's so hard to get used to, isn't it? And I felt so sorry for him because it's hard for him to get used to. But you know what? It's just as hard for the person laying in bed next to you the first couple of weeks. Yeah, the first couple of days, because, you know, you forget and they forget and you roll over and Darth Vader's right in your face. And it's just like... But I tell you what, it's truly changed his life, and I'm all kidding aside. I'm so happy and thankful because his color's better, he looks better, he's feeling better and stuff. But now he's frisky, and now he wants sexy time. Okay, here's my husband's foreplay. Hey, wanna do it? Well, since you put it that way. And I'm trying to work with it. I really am. You know, I'm trying to get used to it because he wants sexy time, but he don't want to take the mask off. And so now I'm going, okay, I can do this. You know, I can do that. Okay, fantasy. We're role playing. Okay, he's a fighter pilot. Yeah. He's a fighter pilot. He's Tom Cruise. Yeah. I'm Goose. I got your 6, baby. I got your 6. And then came the waxing. You men, you don't understand. The waxing. They pour hot wax on your face. Don't they, ladies? They started me off slow. Did my eyebrows. Poured hot wax on my face. And then I don't really know what happened after that. Because it felt like she put a piece of duct tape or something. And then I lost track of her. And then I heard her get a run for it. And when she ripped that tape off, I come up off that bed about 3 foot. And she refused to come back in the room till I stopped cussing. But the upside is, now there's 2. Beauty is pain, ladies. Say it with me. Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. Then she said, "Ma'am, would you like me to do your mustache?" Well, feng shui. Didn't even realize I had a mustache. But now that you pointed that out, I guess I should get that did. Girls, should you look like you have diaper rash for about a month? You know, I was red fire. I tell you, I look like a 5-year-old that a cherry popsicle just got away from me, you know? Like I killed the Kool-Aid man, you know? Yeah. But the upside, people stop calling me sir. Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. Yes. My chin wasn't too bad. My chin was not too bad. I just had a couple of danglers. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like even with your readers on, you can't see them. Yeah, I looked like I had a couple little catfish barbs coming out. And of course, my husband didn't say anything because, well, he likes catfish. So he was living out some kind of fantasy I didn't even know about. So they just plucked those. But now I can't get HBO. Beauty is pain. And then don't get ahead of me. And then the coup de grace. She said, "Ma'am, would you like a Brazilian?" Well, heck yeah. Here's my house key. You let me know when that Brazilian's coming. I'll send my husband to Tractor Supply. We'll have a good 6 hours. I know, you're looking at me. I need to get some weight off. I saw Oprah Winfrey. Her personal trainer said if you want to lose weight, don't eat 2 hours before you go to bed. I haven't slept in 6 days. Girls, you know you're getting fat when you sit in your bathtub and the water in the toilet rises. Yeah, I got you. Had a birthday last week. Thank you. Where's my women over 40? Applaud if you're over 40. Applaud if you're... Yeah. Sweet Pea, you're over 40. What's your name, honey? Jackie. Hey, Jackie. Can I ask you a personal question, Jackie? Do you ever sneeze and pee your pants? I don't know what's the matter. Lately I sneezed, I just pissed my pants. It's like, ma'am, do you need a Kleenex? No, but some kitty litter would be nice. I done made a puddle in Walmart, dang it. Oh, remember the good old days, Jackie? Before gravity got to us? Yeah, boys, in my day, I wore a 34 double D. Now I'm a 38 long. I don't mean to brag, fellas, but I could breastfeed you from right here. Yeah, most women have great melons. I got fruit roll-ups. Just... Oh, heck, you can make balloon animals out of these things. What do you mean, what is it?
You know, I think the hardest time for any child has got to be middle school. Would you agree? That is, yes. Because right at the time when hormones are morphing their bodies and frying their brains, we throw them in with a bunch of other more fry brains, and we expect them to survive. Let me tell you something. Middle school for me was a hell ride the moment I got off the school bus. Brenda Brown spotted me like a lion spots the weakest antelope in the herd, and I was toast. Hadn't done anything but breathe, and she decided I needed to get my head knocked off. The notorious Brenda Brown. She was that kind of student even the teachers were afraid of. Anything went down in school, it was Brenda Brown. Smoking in the bathroom, Brenda Brown. Pulled fire alarm, Brenda Brown. Missing school bus, Brenda Brown. Let me tell you people something. I could take getting the tar beat out of me every day. It wasn't anything that I got at home. Let me tell you something. When you are the youngest kid of a family sporting 9 older brothers, the trickle-down beating stops with you. Every day, right before lunch, bam, Brenda Brown. Second shift came right before I got on the school bus for home. Bam! Ow. See you tomorrow. Heck, it got to the point I just wait for her to get it over with. But one day was different. Before I got on that school bus, when she hit me, my glasses went flying. I was picking myself up, pulling down my shirt, getting my books, and I realized Brenda Brown had my glasses. And she was scratching tic-tac-toe in the lenses, and she threw them back to me. Oh, this was bad, people. If my daddy saw this, he was going to kill me. I can remember that long school bus ride home. And I sat in that seat and I prayed. I prayed so hard that that school bus would stall on a railroad track. And we would all die in a fiery blaze. And my daddy would never know. A couple days went by and nobody realized I wasn't wearing my glasses. Then one night at the supper table, my mama goes, "Etta May, where's your glasses?" I froze. A pea rolled off my fork and crashed to the floor. You see, people, my daddy could smell fear like most people smell bleach. He looked at me and he cocked his head. And he grabbed my chubby little hand and he squeezed it hard. And we made that death march to the back room. That man spanked me with a belt to the point the poor guy got too winded and had to sit down. All the time doing that stroke talk. Do you know what I mean, that stroke talk? Yeah. Tell me what happened to those glasses. I think I scared Grandma. He had a stroke? When I finally confessed, let me tell you something. The disappointment on his face hurt a lot worse than that belt. He gathered the entire family up in the living room. And he got one of my brother's bozo punching bags. You remember those? The kind that had the sand in the bottom? And when you hit it, it popped back up. And he goes, "Okay, what's this first class you got with this Brenda Brown?" And I said, "Well, study hall right before lunch." He goes, "This is what you gonna do. Tomorrow I want you to go to the front of the class. I want you to tell your teacher to call that Brenda Brown up. In front of everybody, in the loudest voice you have, I want you to yell, 'Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me?'" But trust me, he didn't say friggin'. And then he said, "I want you to punch her right in the mouth." What? And then he said, "I'm going to stay home from work. And if I don't get a call from the principal by noon, I'm going to spank you within an inch of your life when you get home." What? And then he made me practice over and over again. "Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me?" Bam! Next day on the school bus, my heart was in my head, just boom, boom, boom. But heck, people, at that point, I was between a rock and a rock. I did what my daddy said. "Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me?" Bam! She floated like a feather over the teacher's desk. Now, I could be wrong, but I swear Miss Mortice was giggling to herself as she drug us to the principal's office. I sat in Principal Campbell's office with Brenda Brown's mother and Brenda Brown. Brenda Brown's mom was thin and hard, and she shook as she lit one cigarette off of another. We sat in silence and we waited for my daddy. And then suddenly the door swung open, and there stood my dad like John Wayne in a gunfight. Principal Campbell said, "Milo, we got a problem." My dad said, "No, we ain't got no problem. That little girl right there's got the problem. Because my daughter's going to come and kick the living daylights out of her every single day." And Brenda Brown's mom stood up and said, "Hey," and my dad said, "And you shut your mouth or I'll have my wife come and kick the snot out of you." And then he said, "Etta May, go get in the truck. We're going to Dairy Queen." Brenda Brown never bothered me again. But do you know I think of that girl to this day every time I eat a dilly bar? Yeah, we got some white core in here. We're going to do the white core test, all right? If you were white core, your TV went through 6 phases before you were able to get a new one. Think back. Phase 1, tornado knocks the antenna off the trailer. Oh, there's some of you. Phase 2, you had to put foil on the bunny ears. Oh, look at them rise. Phase 3, you're the bunny ears. Phase 4, somebody loses a knob on the channel changer. Phase 5, somebody loses the vice grips. Oh yeah, look at them multiply. And phase 6, you knew you were true poor white when the console TV became the TV stand for the next TV. Every time I fight with my old man, I wish I was a black woman. I do. I watch Cops. Next time you watch Cops, I want you to notice something. They roll up on a white domestic disturbance. Who's always sitting outside? The white woman. Always kind of looks like me on Cops too. Now that's what you thinking. And it's always that same stupid drunken argument. It's like, Officer Bobby drunk again. He locked me out of the trailer. He won't even give me my smokes, dang it. Oh, they roll up on a homeboy domestic disturbance? Who's sitting outside? Yes, the black man. Oh, heck, his shirt is half tore off of him. His lip is bloodied. His nose is broke. He is running after the cop car going, the woman's crazy. Let me in the car. I saw this poor guy last week, didn't even let the cop car slow down. He just jumped on the hood and went, she's reloading, go, go, go.